Hello my loves, and welcome back to another reading. So we're going to start again with the Ostara deck and the Mabin deck and see what it is that Spirit wants us to know today. Okay. Shortbread. The sweetness of your craft asks that you indulge in the celebration of you. Yes, we've gotten this before. I've gotten it before. You have to celebrate the things that you do. I'm hearing this song, I have to praise you like I should, from, is it Fatboy Slim? God, I love that song. I haven't heard it in a while. But here's the thing. You need to celebrate you. When you make a batch of delicious cookies or cupcakes or muffins or whatever it is that's your heart's desire, don't you sit there eating them being all chuffed with yourself, being very pleased with yourself? It's not only others that should celebrate us. First things first is we should celebrate ourselves. We should eat that sweet warm cookie. Nobody else gets to eat those cookies very warm unless you have kids running in real quick and stuff. Nobody else but the person who makes it gets to eat it in its best state. And I will die on that hill. Warm cookies, best cookies, okay? But yes, the sweetness of your craft asks you to indulge in the celebration of you. And notice how she's sitting here, having a rest. She's taking her time. She's enjoying what's going on outside as she eats the fruits of her labor here, right? And these aren't no simple cookies either. Look, they're even decorated. She spent time doing this. So that requires time for you to rest and sit and bask in the, well, sweetness, in the wonder of being able to do something wonderful here on this earth as a human, right? Okay, now we're going to get a card from the Mabin deck. Okay. Coven. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. So what I'm getting from this is very much, I feel like this person has made these shortbread cookies to go be with their coven, to go celebrate with their coven, and their coven celebrating the work that she's done, and she gets to celebrate the work that they've done as well, and then they can come together to make magic together with all the different things that each of them do. Each of them are called to, each of them are skilled in. You know, I really do love that so many of my readings tend to be about community. It is such a thing that is trying to be taken from us, you know, in a lot of ways, in the way that our culture works, especially here in North America. It's like every person for themselves. People don't know their neighbors. And I have to say, like, you know, this year, like, reorienting within my friend group and like really making that a priority has made the magic of it so potent, not just for me individually, but I see how it is affecting them, and I know it ripples out in the way, in the world around us, right? When we gather together, others around us who may not necessarily be part of the coven are also affected by that energy and want to move with that energy. And if more of us come together in this beautiful communal way, excuse me, confirmation burp, if more of us come together in this beautiful communal way, then we can create a more beautiful community, communal society as a whole. Because if everybody's doing that, girl, don't you think all the birds in the sky will be doing all those beautiful murmurations, moving together as one in the sky? I don't know if you've ever seen that, but please go look at a bird murmur murmuration, bird murmuring. What is it? I know it's a murmuration, but anyway, go look that up. It's spelled M-U-R, and then Asian, A-T-I-O-N. I will not remember to put this in the description, I'm sorry, but like, please go look that up because it's such a beautiful movement. It's like how schools of fish move together as well in this like beautiful, like just almost lava lampy kind of way. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, so we've got our coven. We've got our celebration of ourselves individually, and then the celebration of our coven and how that affects outwards. All right, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? We're going to the Crow deck. So the Crow Tarot here. I'm just going to shuffle the cards a little bit here. Okay, we just want the cards to come out. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords here. And I'm seeing this very much as especially in a anti-reflection of what happens here with the birds and just talking a bird murmuration. And we have these dead crows here. And this is a message of getting to this place. We have to be very aware of how we're encouraged to fight against each other. Okay? You know, girl versus boy, girls against girls, boys fighting, you know, me versus you, sibling versus sibling. It's all these narratives of fighting against each other. And for what? For what? What purpose does that serve, right? Where, when we work together, can you imagine the things you can do? If your entire community came together with all these little micro communities within it, all these little covens within it, but if they came together under the light of the moon, under that full moon, and did magic together, could you imagine the things we could do in this world? But even look at the things that we have done together in this world because we've come together. We wouldn't have the housing that we do. We wouldn't have electricity. We wouldn't have technology. We wouldn't have everything that we have if it hadn't been for us coming together and figuring it out together. So what purpose does this serve, my love? If you have been in a very I need to win at all costs, and truly at all costs, by tearing down other people, by watching out for other people to get in these fights with, what is the purpose of that? What are you building except a lonely little castle made of swords and nothing else, because you cannot lift stones by yourself to build your house, your castle. You need to sit here in your sovereignty. This is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who knows how to use the magic of themselves, which is the charisma of themselves. 1121 as I'm saying this. On 301, 1, 2, 3 again. Oh my goodness. Okay, in the last reading we had 1, 2, 3, 4 was a big thing. But we have the Queen of Wands here. And I'm very much seeing the Strength card here with the lions. This is somebody who knows how to be a diplomat. Oh, sure, she is fiery and she is passionate, but she is so charismatic because she understands herself and her desires. And she understands that in order to get her desires, she needs to be gentle. Again, that Strength card. She needs to be gentle with these beasts of other people, of situations, of seemingly insurmountable societal things. she needs to use that charm. She needs to use her sovereignty in herself and say, oh no, I'm not going to change. What am I hearing? Sort of this righteous flame that lives within me, that allows me to see myself as completely sovereign, as this holy, I'm hearing, intuitive witch who is able to do any magic she desires in this world. That requires that diplomacy, that requires that gentleness to get that big beast of a thing to settle down and give in. Especially when that beast is like not doing anything any good. And it's really reminding me, I'm seeing imagery of people playing music for riled up animals, or even in like mythology of playing music for the monsters to go to sleep so that you can get what you want. It's a charming thing. You need to use your charm, and believe me, you have it. Charm doesn't work on everybody, okay? Just like not everybody is supposed to like us. That's not the way things work. However, you use your charm in the situations where you need to. And so we also have the Page of Cups here. Excuse me, I need a sip. And I'm actually going to just clarify this because this feels a little disjointed at the moment. Do we want that card? Okay. Okay, and we've got the Two of Pentacles here. There's a balancing of things here. Strange that it came out upside down. I don't read reversals, but please keep that in mind. It's actually reminding me of the dead birds here being upside down. This card coming out. The Two of Pentacles here, especially where we have the two birds flying here as well. Things are out of balance when we are in this headspace, is what I'm hearing. In this, I must fight to get everything I need, when in reality, working together and understanding the balance of things, understanding the balance of community is the thing that allows us to get what we want. Allows us to be fully rooted in wherever it is that we are, living wise, physically, just in this world. It allows us to be better rooted in this world. I'm just going to get another card because this Page of Cups it feels like something else. Can we clarify this Page of Cups, please? You know, here's the thing. Instead of a... Okay, I'm hearing it now. Instead of what this card is, this is the Three of Swords. Instead of what this is, I'm hearing that this card is just telling me no. I'm not going to tell you what this is. I'm not going to tell you what this is. Because I don't think that this is part of this. The rest of this message. But I think... No, I'm very much seeing now. The Page of Cups. There is a message coming in here. It is a joyful message. Okay, it is a message of abundance here. All right, the abundance of emotions, of joy, of love. I'm hearing just to leave it at that. There is a message coming in for you at some point here, very in the very near future, there's somebody coming in, and you're going to be very happy. You're going to be very, very happy. Okay, we're going to leave the message here. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.